In this movie, I'll give you a preview of the artwork that we'll be creating over the course of this chapter, and I'll also introduce you to each of the 6 shape tools included with Illustrator. So what we're going to do is take that hard artwork from the previous chapter, and we're going to surround it with a few ellipses. We'll add a couple of rounded rectangle ornaments here. We've got some stars at the top and the bottom, and I've also drawn an arrowhead in the background going through the heart. To get to the shape tools, you go to the rectangle tool. That's the default shape tool anyway, inside of the toolbox. Click and hold on it, and you bring up a flyout menu of the 6 shape tools. And then if you move your cursor over to this vertical bar and release, you'll create an independent panel of shape tools. Now, they're not too difficult to use, I have to say, and you'll see that there's a lot of tips and tricks associated with each tool. However, they can be extremely useful. So we've got the rectangle tool, which allows you to draw either rectangles that are wider than they are tall or taller than they are wide, or you can draw perfect squares. Next, we've got the rounded rectangle tool, which does exactly the same thing, except you can round off the corners of the rectangles, and you can even do so on the fly. We've got this ellipse tool, which allows you to draw standard regular ovals or perfect circles. Next is the polygon tool, which allows you to draw regular polygons. That is, polygons whose sides are exactly the same length and the same angle from each other. Things like pentagons and hexagons and octagons and even triangles. Next, we've got the star tool, which allows you to draw stars, and you can change both the number of points associated with the star and the pointiness of those points on the fly. And then finally, we have the flare tool, which really isn't, technically speaking, a shape tool. Instead, it's this wacky tool that allows you to create synthetic lens flares, and it operates like no other tool on the planet. I'm frankly skeptical how often you'll use the tool, but I will show you how to use it toward the end of this chapter. So those are your 6 shape tools. In the next chapter, we'll begin using these tools to create this piece of artwork.